Hi, I am Arthur from Germany, and this is a video response to the video play from a desperate female out of the channel of Christy O. Misty. And I wanted to give my input to the woman who is passing through this situation with her boyfriend as a Christian, what the Bible teaches, how the Bible gives us some tools, some tips how to solve the problem that we have with our fellow brothers, with the person who we loved. And here I really want to ask to the woman who has this problem to really identify the root cause of the problem, because here she complains. She said the man is kind of being lazy. He is she has become the breadwinner of the house. She doesn't respect him. The sexual attraction is no more there. There is resentment between the both of them, and so forth and so forth. But I really want to ask to ask the woman there to really see that not as a problem, but as the consequences of the problem which is really there. So what is the problem? As a Christian, we are taught not to see what happened to us as a problem, but the way and the manner we respond to the calamity, to the trials, to the challenges who may come ahead, in our relationship, and to the way how we relate to people and everything. So I'm really trying to use this approach and trying really to speak to the sister, really to ask her, what the real problem here is. Is it the real problem here the unemployment of her boyfriend, of her fiancé? I don't know, which relationship they have here, which by the way is not so clearly, according to the Bible, but we can still work something out. What is here the real problem? If the real problem was here the unemployment, or the underemployment, or this money here problem, it will be solved. But the problem is deeper. The problem is deeper. The problem is stronger than that, And she says that, because she is the breadwinner, she feels like it's feeding the ego, her ego, her self-esteem, and everything like that. But that's also, because she behaves like that. She want to show to the man that she is the breadwinner, and the relationship is going bad. So why is it the relationship going bad? My analysis to the situation is that my dear sister, your relationship is going bad with the man because you are trying to push him off. You are trying to push him from his place, as the leader, as the people who has to take initiative, as the man who has to take the initiative, who has to control, not to control, in the way of squeezing, or in the way of trying to strangle, or but as a man, which has this mechanism, to control, and which has also this ability to lead a relationship. And here the matter is not money. Here is the matter of how I am as a man, how I feel as a man. and now I really want to act as a man. Your ego may be boosted up for a while, but you see that you are not at peace with this man because through your attitude towards him, through the way how you respond towards him, it feels like threatened. It feels like threatened, and the normal response from a man, because I am a man, I can tell you that when I feel threatened in my position, when I feel threatened in my territory, the usual thing I'm trying to do is kind of back off, back off, back off. I just close. I just go in my environment, in my hiding place, and I become and I just do what I want to do. What I just continue to live my life there. And in the case of your boyfriend there, or of the man of your life, my dear friend, his case is to play video games, because there in the video games, he feel like more in control. It feel like taking decision. It feel like having more ambitions. The problem is not the problem is not that it doesn't have ambition. He has ambition. He really has ambition. And the way somebody cannot spend more than 2 hours playing video games if the person doesn't have some kind of ambition. You play to win. You play to gain something. You play to achieve some goal. You play. That's why it stay there, because this thing is stimulating his ability as a conqueror, his ability as a strategist, his ability as a leading person. So the problem is not that he's lazy. No, the problem is not that he's lazy. But I just want you, my dear friend, to understand that you cannot take you cannot take the place of the man, and trying to expect that you will try to work this out. In a relationship, there is one leader. There is room for proposition. There is some rule, to make things, to propose, to encourage and to do something. But at the last point, someone has to take the final decision. Someone has to take the lead. And here, clearly, on my humble point of view, my dear friend, the problem is not here the money, or you being the breadwinner of the house. The problem is here that the man has to take his place back. You have to invite him back at his place as a leader of your relationship and of your marriage, because also you need to see yourself as married if you are already married, or if you are not married. I don't understand, but if you want to get married, this man has to be invited back. He has to be invited back in a place where he feels secure to live, in a place where he feels secure to make some room in this kind of place. So you have basically two choices. The first choice is to continue to feed your ego and continue to say, okay, I am the breadwinner, and we are going to do this my way, or you man, you there, the lazy man, just get up and just find something, if you are too lazy or something. So just fed up your ego. The consequences of that, because you need to know the consequences of that, and you are already experiencing it. The consequences of that is that your relationship is declining to the fact that you will not be able to feel anything for him no more, and you will try to search for someone else who will be there to give you what you really long inside. And what you long inside is a man who is able to wrap you with his arm